just not here. Welcome to the wild north of Netley. Beauty day, I tell you. Beauty day. Blair's got me on the road. We're moose hunting. It's September 25th, 2024. And we got here this morning, got up at 4, got on a plane at 7:30. And now we're just gonna go for a scout, have a look around. We got the boat already. The old dock is there. And it's very hot out. Very hot out. Another thing I forgot to mention was we're on a major river system up here, and we've tried fishing countless amounts of times and we never catch anything. But it's a renowned fishery in the summertime, and a lot of sturgeon, and we've got a couple walleye now and then, but it's just not worth trying. It's a real muddy bottom, and Mark Pro could probably get snagged here, but that's a Wisconsin thing, so we'll leave it at that. That's day one of moose hunting. If you notice up here, about 3 years ago, this whole area burnt and we lost absolutely everything, and we had to rebuild, bring stuff in, and the whole area burnt. And after 3 years, the growth is coming back now. The fire was so bad that these are our boats right here. We actually rolled them up. The only thing that's left on them is the transoms. Everything else just melted to nothing. So everything is still black in here, but hopefully tomorrow we're going to get out early in the morning and see what we can do. And I'm going to sign off for tonight. We've got 7 days of hunting coming in here. And we saw some tracks today in that, had a look around, and beautiful evening. The mosquitoes just finally went away. We probably have hundreds of bites, but one of those things, we got a couple thermocells with us, so they seem to help out quite a bit. But beautiful night, not a breath of wind. We're doing a bit of calling from here, and we will probably catch you in the morning. Morning, everybody. This is day 2 of moose hunting. A little windy this morning, lots of bugs. Way too warm to be moose hunting. But hopefully we get some calls back today and see what happens. I'll just show you a little panoramic of the area we're hunting in. Sun's just coming up. And I've got a creek behind me here. This creek goes back into a beaver dam. There's lots of water back there. So we will catch up to you later. Morning, everybody. Well, our second day yesterday, we came out hunting in the morning, and then the winds got up to about 70 or 80 k, and it just wasn't conducive to good moose hunting weather. So we went out last night for a little while, but it was still really windy. We woke up this morning and half of our shelter got blown away. So wake up to looking outside at the trees. And now we've got a beautiful morning out here nice and early. This is our third day, and it's nice and quiet, and we'll see what happens. I will keep you informed. Well, it's the third day. I talked to you this morning. We're back at camp. We had some lunch. Just relaxing right now. We'll take you for a walk through camp. We've got a tarp set up here for some shade. And we've got our kitchen set up over here. Comes with a kitchen sink and everything. And the stove. Enough propane for a week. And then this is our sleeping quarters over here. Yesterday the wind went up to 80 k an hour, and this whole end blew out. We woke up this morning and looked out, and all we could see was trees. So we rebuilt this end wall today and framed it all in and put a tarp up, and see if I can get you in here. And this is our sleeping quarters and all the stuff we hang up, put for weight on the walls, and a couple beds. And we got our lights all set up, and what else? We got a rack in the corner here, and we got the sat phone. We always take a sat phone with us in case we get something, or we run into problems out here. We can give somebody a call, and that's about it. This is where we store all of our stuff. And yesterday, 80 k winds from the south, and then halfway through the night it changed to the northwest and blew our tarp right off the whole shelter system, and we had to rebuild that. So, but pretty comfy. And today is about 23 degrees. It's a lot nicer than yesterday. Yesterday was 29. Just too hot for hunting. I've been coming up here for the last probably 27 years. When we first started coming up here, it was you didn't have enough clothes. It was really, really cold. And now we're trying to find places to cool down. It's definitely warming up. So we'll see you out there tonight. We're going to go back out at probably about 3 or 4 and call till dark, and hopefully we can get something coming in. We had well, I had one across from me this morning. I couldn't see it, but it was breaking branches and all that, so we'll go back and give her another shot tonight. Hopefully he hangs around. But we will talk to you later. Saturday morning. It's about 7 a.m. Blair, you're gonna give me shit. I left the camera in the tent last night. We went out, and when my hunting partner was coming back to pick me up, Jason, came across a moose in the middle of the river. So we stopped and waited, and well, looks like we got ourselves a moose. So we're up here. We gutted it and everything last night, and he had to shoot the biggest animal he could find, of course. And here it is. The body size on this thing is massive. Ranger, shout out to you. You guys get about 4 guys doing a deer. 2 of us did this thing, rolling it around last night. Amazing how heavy these animals are. So we've got a short little hike down to the river here where the boat is, so we're going to start processing it.
This fuckery in here is pretty much, yeah, that's time.
Just beat right now. We got the moose meat back and everything, and we phoned the pilot, and the only day he can get us out is today. So after processing that moose and bringing it back and hanging it up and everything, now we got to tear camp down, and we've got 4 hours to do it. So I'm not going to be videotaping too much because we're on a fine timeline, so we'll catch you in a while. Well, it's 3 o'clock. We got everything torn down with the exception of some shade here. It's about 24 degrees. We got everything down by the river, and there's all our moose meat. A couple of big hinds. The flies are already starting to get here, and thank God we're going out in about an hour. So that meat it won't even be down 24 hours. So it will be good. Well, good morning, everybody. Truck's a little dirty from the road yesterday. We got back from moose hunting last night pretty late. Got to go through all my gear today, put it all away. Well, yesterday was quite a day. We had to process the moose in the morning, and the weather, we checked the weather for the next couple days, and it wasn't going to be great. High winds, and it's going to be pretty warm. And usually you have about a 3-day window with your moose meat and that you got to get it cooled. So we phoned in yesterday morning to the pilot, and he said he was expecting high winds today, and Monday's supposed to be raining. So he made the decision that he was going to pick us up at 4:30 yesterday. So we ended up processing the moose, taking it back to camp, and then tearing all of the camp down, and then flying out and getting to the butcher last night at around, I don't know, 9:30, dropping it off and getting it in the cooler. So the moose was probably dead for 26 hours and then into the cooler. So there's not going to be any problem with that meat whatsoever. And a lot of people out there, the amount of work you have to put in to do this stuff is phenomenal. Yesterday we had to carry that meat 4 times. So that takes a lot out of a guy. I'm not a spring chicken anymore. But if you're committing to doing moose hunting or something like that, you got to remember these things, because it's a pile of work. It's that 1 second of pulling the trigger, that's great, but you got to be prepared afterwards to do what you have to do. So anyways, I'm just doing a close for your for Blair, Wild North of Netley, my sponsor. Never got a t-shirt or anything, but you know, it should be coming. Blair, you're amazing. Thanks for all the help on the videos and that. They're not the greatest probably, but I'll learn as I go, and I love taking Wild North of Netley on the road with me, so we'll see what happens coming up. So, as Blair would say, thanks for watching the Wild North of Netley. We'll catch you next time.